Most small channels struggle to get views on YouTube because they don't understand what the algorithm actually wants. Instead, they focus on posting more videos, gaining more subscribers, hoping that eventually something works. But that's a complete waste of time because you don't need more videos or more subscribers. You just need to do the right things in the right order. And once I understood that, I monetized my channel in just 5 months and generated over 200,000 views in my first year. Because in order to get more views, what you actually need is more impressions and getting that video shown to your ideal viewer. So in this video, I'm going to share 3 ways that you can get more impressions on every single upload by giving the algorithm exactly what it's looking for, which in turn leads to more impressions, more views, and eventually monetization. So videos that perform well on YouTube do 3 things. They get shown to the right people, they have packaging that make those people click, and they keep those people watching to the end. And when your video does that, YouTube's going to give you more impressions, which is how a tiny channel can generate thousands of views every time they upload. Just like I did with this video that got 17,000 views at a time when I only had 300 subscribers. But for that to happen, my video needed to be shown to the right people, which is half the battle on YouTube and the biggest problem that most creators have. And it's at this point you need to be really honest with yourself, just like I was. If somebody was to look at your channel right now, is it immediately obvious who your content is for? Because for millions of creators, it really isn't. And to be clear, this isn't just about having a niche. The channels that grow the fastest on YouTube are often the most laser focused when it comes to who their ideal viewer is. For example, if you've got a gaming channel, that's a great start. But within that niche itself, you've got dozens of different genres and thousands of different games, all appealing to very different people. And that's why channels that focus on just one game will usually grow faster. And it's the same for every single niche. Generic life advice channels will tend to really struggle compared to a channel dedicated to life advice for men over 40, as an example. Because the more specific you are within your niche, the faster the algorithm is going to find your audience. And when it does, that person is immediately going to know that your content is for them. Which is why every video you make needs to appeal to the same avatar, your ideal viewer. And when you do this, anyone who sees one video will automatically find value in every video that you make. This leads to more views, more watch time, and a growing base of subscribers who find all of your content relevant to them. That's what I call channel alignment. Not just a niche, but your whole content library serving the same person over and over again. It's honestly the biggest change that most people can make right now to see big results on their channel. And most people don't even realize that it's a problem. So right now, you need to ask yourself 3 big questions. Who is my channel for? Do all of my videos serve that person? And is my channel description, tags, and branding all aligned to that viewer so YouTube can help me find them? And if not only will the algorithm be confused, but you'll really struggle to gain traction as each video serves a slightly different audience. And what happens is you end up with a fractured subscriber base that don't watch all of your videos. And when YouTube shows your latest upload to your subscribers, not all of them are likely to click, which is a really big problem. Because the lower your click-through rate is, the less engaged views you get. And eventually, YouTube's going to stop promoting that video, causing it to die, usually around the 48-hour mark. So, once your videos are being shown to the right viewer and your whole content library is aligned to that person, you need to make sure that they actually watch them. And to do that, you need to understand how to craft titles and thumbnails that actually make people click. But first, a quick word from the sponsor of this video, Nexus Clips. Nexus Clips makes it easy to repurpose your long-form content into multiple shorts using AI. You just connect your channel, upload your video, and its advanced AI highlights the moments most likely to go viral. From there, it creates loads of clips that you can share across YouTube and other platforms. It even adds customizable subtitles, so your clips are ready to upload straight away. Nexus Clips can save you time and help you grow faster. So check out the link in my description and use the code JB for an exclusive 10% discount today. And thank you to Nexus Clips for sponsoring this video. So luckily, a good title on YouTube that actually makes people click doesn't need to be complicated. Let's look at an example together and you'll see what I mean. Imagine you've just made the world's best personal fitness video and you call it My Home Workout Routine. Then another channel steals your video and calls it The Home Workout Routine That Completely Changed My Life. Which one are you going to choose as a viewer? Both titles point to the same subject, but one is just boring and generic, while the other one makes you curious and feels like you need to watch it. Because this is what you need to understand if you want to succeed on YouTube. Your title is not just words on a screen, it's the reason that people pick your video over anyone else's. And with millions of uploads every single day, that's never been more important. The good news is that high-performing titles are everywhere on YouTube, and there are some simple rules that they almost always follow. The number rule. Add a number to your title. Ways to save money becomes 7 ways to save money. The ease rule. Make it feel simple. 7 ways to save money becomes 7 easy ways to save money. The speed rule. Promise results fast. 7 easy ways to save money becomes 7 easy ways to save money quickly. And you'll see that we've just taken a really boring title and made it really effective. As well as following these rules, look at successful channels. Observe how they make their own titles and apply what works to your own content. Understanding titles like this is one of the quickest ways to see real growth on your channel. It's usually the first thing that I focus on when working with new clients, because it's the difference between a video getting 100 views and a video blowing up. So if you do want to see what's holding your channel back, you can book a call with me directly using the link below. Now, of course, titles are only half the story when it comes to packaging your content on YouTube. And with the title taken care of, it's time to move on to what's arguably even more important: the thumbnail. Because the thumbnail, just like your title, can make or break your video. I started making really simple but effective thumbnails in less than 10 minutes by following these rules. 1 focal point. A cluttered thumbnail will lose people before they've even stopped scrolling. Effective text. 3 or 4 words as the limit. Any more and it becomes messy and unreadable, especially on the mobile app. Contrast. A thumbnail that makes good use of contrasting color stands out and is far more likely to get noticed. When I applied these rules to my own thumbnails, my click-through rate really did improve and often now sits above 5%, which is a really good target for most people to have. Anything less than 3% and YouTube's likely to stop promoting that video after a couple of days. It's all about making your thumbnail stand out without being too complicated, while also complementing your title. Just like good titles, effective thumbnails are everywhere on YouTube. So don't be afraid to take inspiration from what's already working and make it your own. And if you want to see what your thumbnail looks like on YouTube before you've even uploaded it, there's a free tool that I've linked in the description below. It's something that I always use and I find it really helpful. So now that your videos are being shown to the right people and those people are actually watching them, there's one more thing that your video needs to do: keep those people watching. And average view duration is something that most people really struggle with. A good AVD to aim for is anything over 40%, depending on the video length, which combined with a high click-through rate is going to make YouTube give your video more impressions, which leads to more views, which eventually leads to more impressions. And that's how a video blows up really quickly. It's how videos stay alive on YouTube for months or even years after they've been uploaded, because they're the metrics that YouTube and the algorithm are looking for. It signals that the video is interesting and is holding people's attention. Keeping people on the platform watching videos is YouTube's #1 goal. And if your videos do that, then YouTube's going to reward you by putting your content in front of bigger audiences. So how do you actually keep people watching? Well, just like titles and thumbnails, there are a couple of simple rules that really make a difference. The promise rule. Your title made a promise to the viewer and your video needs to deliver on that all the way through the video, not just the first 30 seconds. The value rule. Every section of your video needs to earn its place. If a moment in your video isn't moving things forward, then it needs to be cut entirely. A shorter video that keeps people watching will outperform a longer one that people drop off. The curiosity rule. Never let the video feel finished. Always give people a reason to stay and find out what comes next. That's the reason that list videos, like 5 ways to do a certain thing, will often outperform other types of content, because the viewer knows there's more to come and they stick around to find out what it is. Now, I know that you can't please everyone, but if you get these 3 things right, more people are going to stay to the end of your videos, which is a big signal to the algorithm, because it tells YouTube that you've made a good video that people want to watch. And also remember that people aren't just on YouTube for information anymore. They watch content that you make for the human element that Google or an AI bot can never deliver. So don't forget to share your own personal stories in your content and bring something to the table that no one else can. When you take your viewer on a journey through storytelling or demonstration using your own lived-in experience as the anchor, the information you're providing becomes much more valuable and enjoyable to watch. And look, I know how hard it can be. It's really easy for me to give advice like this, but making good videos really does take time and practice. But there are some really simple things you can do every time you upload to really increase your chances of that video doing well. So in this next video, I share 5 really boring habits that helped me monetize my channel. Watch that next and I'll see you over there.